Hello, 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 hello. Ah, welcome to the Fidson Project. I'm your host, Rachel Fitzpatrick, and I am so happy you decided to tune in today because I've got something really special lined up for this 1-year anniversary. This is the 1-year anniversary for my podcast, y'all. Like literally now is the time. I thought it was pretty fun because I last week didn't do one. I didn't have a podcast at all. I didn't send an email. I just decided, man, I'm taking my time. And it felt great to go back to having my time. So, not that podcasting takes a lot of my time and energy or anything in a negative light. I actually really enjoy spreading the word, but I also really enjoy just not doing it at the same time, like just being on vacation, which is exactly what I was. So I didn't tell anybody I wasn't going to have an episode. I also didn't tell anybody I wasn't going to send an email, but I did send an email allowing everyone to get to enter into this giveaway. I was giving away 2 free tickets to the Kentucky Yoga Festival, and Mark won. So I'm really excited for that dude. He has been a real big shift in my energy for the past year, and he entered to win, and I was really excited about it. So yes, congrats, Mark. I hope to see you at the Kentucky Yoga Festival, and I will be teaching there along with my mom to being in the business of yourself. Know what I mean? So it's happening that Saturday morning. But anyway, back to this episode. I want to tell you about it. Okay, but first, I want to give a quick shout out to some of my people. Lotus and Luna is a really great way to wear fair trade clothes that feel really good. Look them up. You can use code FITSIN to get 20% off if you decide that you want a nice harem pants and a kimono. So go check them out. Also, Rage Create. Y'all already know that I love these guys. So everything they create, I buy. I just love all of their decks, their affirmation decks, their calendar, their pads to write on. I love absolutely everything from that company. You can also use code FITSIN at checkout for 20% off. And my favorite is Lifeform yoga mats. So you can use the link in the show notes if you're interested in getting a new yoga mat. I have been practicing yoga for a solid 10 plus years now. Definitely 10 plus years. Anyway, I've done all the yogas. I've done hot yoga, yin yoga. I thought about goat yoga, but that's just not up my alley. But anyway, if I was getting a mat, if I was going to have a mat where I'm not going to slide around, Lifeform yoga is where it's at. It's the only mat I practice on these days. They have travel size mats. They have regular size mats. They have mats for tall people, mats for kids, all of the things, and they're beautiful creations as well. And they're really conscious about how they make their mats. It's not with harmful plastics, so you don't find that in everyday mats. But anyway, go check them out. All right, now back to the beef of today. Yeah, the beef of the day. Man, celebrating 1 year of a podcast is kind of a big deal if you let it be. But getting married and having a bachelorette party, well, that one kind of took the cake. And that's what I was doing, y'all, last week. I was on vacation with my mom and my son. We had our own bachelorette time, and it was perfect. We walked the beach. We caught some seashells, found some crystals organically with the ocean. It was pure magic, and I loved every minute of it. Come back, work a few days, went on my other bachelorette party with all my girlfriends, and something major happened that I don't think I really realized until after I sat with myself a little bit for reflection. And it was that, like, I thought I was having a bachelorette party, but really what happened was I I met every single version of myself in the same room as me. So it was truly like one of the coolest things to get to do with my friends. So there's about 11 of us there, and my friends didn't tell me anything that was going to happen. They were just like, wear white. And I'm like, done. And look cute, done. So I bought this awesome dress, and then I just so happened to have matching shoes from, thanks to my sister-in-law who got those for me a year ago. I didn't even know I'd be wearing them. And yeah, a perfect match all up and down. It was the freaking cutest. Anyway, we're all there. They're in their black dresses, and we go out to dinner to this really wonderful restaurant in Louisville. It's called Le Mou, and they greeted us with champagne toast. And I don't know if y'all know, but for the past 2 years, I've been really conscious about not drinking and have been living this like sober lifestyle for a very long time. And at the same time, I allow myself to partake in libations if it's just going to be an experience of a night, such as a bachelorette party. When Josh proposed to me in London, we had just gotten back from the Queen Mary's Rose Gardens from his proposal. We totally had a glass of champagne to celebrate ourselves. And yeah, so it just seemed like it was right, you know? So I did, and it was great. And I had my little glass of champagne, and we all sat down, and I wanted to have 4 of my favorite drinks. So I did throughout the night, and I'll tell you about it as we go. And as we started, I started with my espresso martini, like throwing it back. It was so good, so delicious. It was like the perfect little appetizer too. And I wanted pick-me-up with the espresso shot, and I'm really super sensitive to caffeine. So it was like it was going to be on. That's just kind of how it was. But the energy in the room, like we were all there together, and it was like some of them have met each other, and then some of them haven't met each other. But yet I had known these women for, 6 years plus, all of them at least, at the minimum 6 years. And then the longest relationship there was 21 years. So it was kind of fun to see how everybody came in and sat together, which, like I said, it was like I don't know. It was like I met every version of myself at dinner. And it was just so fun to be a witness to it. Like some of the laughter and the inside jokes that we had, and like the depth of how long those relationships were, and how we could just still like look at each other and know exactly what we were all thinking. And then the appreciation for every single mirror moment that I had, you know, like from one friend who was going through a tough time to another friend who was having the highlight of her entire career. And it's just been so building block of a life. And I'm like, I see myself in every single one of you. And it was really just amazing because like you had like the soft one there, and the wild one, and the one who wanted to stay forever with me, and the one who needed to go home because she needed a reprieve from her own mental state, but was still there, like to show up and to be present in a last minute situation. It was one of those just moments where like there was nothing to fix because we were all there, but it was everything we needed and wanted to integrate, and doing so together, and experiencing dinner and drinks and funnies and all sorts of things. And at one moment, I literally stopped myself in the middle of it all. I went to the bathroom, and I was just like, this is what it looks like when you stop abandoning yourself, you know? Because like I've said before, like they've all been with me for 6+ years, 6 to 21 years, right? At least one of them has seen all of me. through and through all of the things. But they've seen my failed relationships. They've seen my jobs and how I've carried myself in my career. They've seen me pre-motherhood, pregnant, and post-motherhood, and how COVID affected every single one of us. Like, they've seen all of the depth of who I am and have been part of me through all of that in all the years. And it was just like, wow, this is what it looks like when I actually stop. And it was bizarre. It was such a realization, like a truth bomb, just like, you know? So when I go back to the table and I'm sitting with them, I'm like, every single one of my personalities are here. And I brought that up and I started talking about it. And they're like, oh my God, it's true. You know? It's so true. Like, every single one of my personalities were sitting there at the table. But they were amplified in whatever personality they had at the moment that they also carried with me and for me and around me. So it was literally like embodying all of these women. That's how it felt. And that was where that structure met soul type thing, right? So, and I'm not just talking through the espresso martini. Like, I'm just saying, real talk here. You are who you hang out with. You are who your friends are. And I was really fucking proud of the people that I got to sit with, man. It was such an honor and a privilege to have them by my side and be with me for a night. And it was literally like I wasn't becoming anyone anymore. I was her, like I was standing in this portal, in this move of everything I had worked so hard to build in myself, like the past 2 years of sobriety and making choices. But before that, being in that motherhood era with some of those women that were there. And then before that, being in like the party and being in the career and being in everything else that made me up to that point. I had just felt I had been working so hard in my life, and at my bachelorette party just felt like I made it in a sense. And of course I'm not done by any stretch of the imagination, but it was what it meant for me internally, like that whole entire thing. And as the night moved on, it was so wonderful. And we danced and we played and we took some raw ass pictures and we made some fun memories. And we were just like, and throwing up our middle fingers at every single thing because, like, I'm finessed and also not. and also, like, if you know me, you know me, right? Like, you already know that we're done with, like, the people pleasing, and you already know that, like, there's nothing else to become because we are that now. And, like, we just didn't give any fucks. And that's exactly how it went all night long. And it was like everywhere we went, they were like, yes, they were just like, get it, girls. And we did. And it was so much fun. And then at the end of the night, and this was what really got me, because like I had all of the drinks that I wanted to have. I had my champagne, my espresso martini. I had a little bit of wine, and I stopped with a French 75 that was also poorly made at this like hotel bar, but it didn't matter because whatever was done. And then I carried with my water for the rest of the night that we stayed out till 4 a.m. because it was my bachelorette party. Why not? But anyway, we went out to this bar and we ended up there at the very end of the night. This woman popped around the corner like the leprechaun she is. She's like, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And it was just so much of me in another quantum leap, quantum portal type situation. And I was like, you know what? I am not going to be mad at this. I'm embracing all of it because it's so full circle. Because at one point in my life, I was that little drunk-ass leprechaun that would pop around the corner at anybody's, like, party that they were having that I wasn't invited to and be like, this is the best. And that was me. That was me, like 10 years ago. That was me. And I appreciated that moment so much more than I think I give myself credit for, or her, to be quite frank. But I appreciated that so much that, I mean, I can't even tell you about it. I can't even put it into words, really. I should have probably thought about this before I decided to record. But anyway, it just felt like right on time. And what really sparked all of this intentionality was, while I've met all of me that got me to my bachelorette party through these women, I showed up in my today choices. Like I said, I had 4 drinks total for the whole night. And that's not a choice that me 10 years ago, me 6 years ago, me 3 years ago would have made for my bachelorette party. And I'm really freaking proud of myself for that. And I didn't do any hasty things and stuff like that I would have otherwise emotionally blamed alcohol for. I didn't have to. And I felt urges to maybe, get the beer, knowing that I'm like ill towards beer physically, like in my body. It doesn't resonate with me anymore. A part of me kept going in that direction. Get another glass of wine. Take the shot that every single body wanted you to have. And I just didn't, And when my little leprechaun friend poked up and was like, let me buy you a drink, I'm like, all right, give me a water. She reopened her tab, got me a water, and I was like, oh, perfectly fine with my water. And I don't know, she was still there when we left, so whatever. But it was great, because also what happened was there was not an energy leak the next day. And man, that's something I'm really freaking proud of myself for, is there wasn't an energy leak from me. I didn't sleep a whole 8 hours, blah, blah, whatever. That's whatever, to be expected. But I also didn't wake up wanting to throw up or kill myself or anything like that, or jump off a bridge. I was no regret, no weird texting, none of that. I was just perfectly in line. So I left, went home to my family, and then we went and got my soon-to-be husband's suit, my son's suit for our wedding. They tried them on. We went to dinner. We came home. We had a family movie. The next day, we went on a big hike to the Red River Gorge, and life has been on point as usual, and I'm so happy about it, and I'm really extremely proud of me. So it was a bachelorette to remember, and I'm also extremely grateful for all the women I've been that got me here. And I've spent a long time shaming some of them. And I spent a long time not wanting to admit that I'm part of some of them. Those women, my personalities, my people, my things, but those low-level identity shifts before the first time in maybe forever, I can truly show up with any one of them, any one of these women I've been, and I don't have to stay in that past, but I get to show up with them as me today. And I hope that lands the way I say it. There's not another way to put that for me. And I'm just truthfully honored by the friends that showed up with me, and the divine timing of the little leprechaun, and also just celebrating this portal and this moment I'm in and walking through as me. No more becoming, but totally just authentically me. And saying I do to the only man that's really treated me with every ounce of adoration, respect, love, tenderness, patience, and I feel extremely lucky So that was a perfect celebration of 1 year of a podcast. If I could have ever put that into words, I don't think I could do better. It was a perfect bachelorette party weekend. And in 2 days from now, on April 22nd, it will be 2 years that I made the decision to stop making alcohol a priority in my life. And while I'd have my moments of celebration and I do partake in some libations, this is a shift of identity for me. Not necessarily needing to be sober because of XYZ, because I'm not to be trusted of XYZ, and also not needing any explanation, but the identity to be in alignment and be her, no more becoming. So as this phase shifts into evolving into whoever I will evolve into, and getting into this next book of my life with Josh, my shared friendships, his friendships, our family, I'm extremely proud. I'm very proud. So thanks for listening to my TED Talk podcast. If this resonated, I hope you share it with the woman you see yourself in. That's it. That's all. I love y'all. Mwah. This was one of the best.